Hello, this is Dave at AFX Search, licensed investigators in Palm Beach, Florida. This video we're going to talk about divorce fraud, specifically financial fraud, which occurs in a divorce case. A lot of times in a divorce, it's very contentious. There may be advantages of one person to try to maximize the case in their favor. And in doing that, they're going to do one of several things. They may misrepresent facts in the case. They may conceal assets in the case to keep from assets being transferred to the other party. They may reduce their income so that spousal maintenance or child support is calculated on a lower number. They may distort representations they make to the court so that the future of their life in their terms is going to be more advantageous to them at the expense of the other party. They may even damage relations with third parties, maybe family members, friends, associates, neighbors, and they may damage those third-party relationships so that the other party in the divorce is at a disadvantage. The court won't know anything about this unless they're presented with evidence. If the facts are misrepresented to the court, even under oath, the court will never know that. They're never going to investigate it. They're not going to find this out on their own. It's going to be up to the opposing party to show that their adversary is misrepresenting this divorce case. And if they are, it may allow for the discovery of assets, the recovery of money, increase of financial income through spousal maintenance or child support. And the biggest factor is it's going to show the court that the party you're dealing with is operating in bad faith, and that may allow you to get more discovery through depositions and may have more advantages in the divorce case itself. So you're going to discover this through prior preparation. So if the divorce case is started, a lot of times the first place to start is to do covert monitoring of the activities. Watch what that other party's doing before they know that they're being observed. You want to find out what their assets are, look at what their income is, look at what representations they're making to the court, see what activities they're making outside of the court system, what they're saying to third parties, what facts they're telling to friends, neighbors, and relatives. And then once you can demonstrate and document that that's happening, then you start to disclose to the party that they're being observed, and then see what they do differently. Did they change their patterns? Did they change their history? Did they move money around? Did they sign documents transferring property? And that can be a really good source of evidence of bad faith and fraudulent conveyances of property or assets. It will also unravel a concealment, so the other parties involved may recognize they're part of a concealment that they may not have known before. There's always other people involved with concealing assets, maybe accountants, attorneys, maybe salespeople that may not even be aware that they're part of this fraud in the divorce case. And once that happens, they may not want any part of it, and they may even come forward with more information. Documenting the activities is a key part of that, and in the end, you're never going to know which one of these discoveries and which one of these disclosures will make a difference in your case. But if you have access to all of them, a few months, 6 months, a year down the road, as this case is progressing, you'll find that one of those facts that was discovered a year prior in the investigation will be important to bring out in court and say, hey, look, this person is telling you that they made this much money. They didn't. Here's the facts. They're telling you that their business income reduced because of the economy. That's not true, because they told one of their accounts that they were out of inventory, which in fact they were not. So documenting all this activity ahead of time is much easier than trying to go back and doing it after the fact, when people may have forgotten things, records may be lost, or more difficult to come by. And in many cases in a divorce, the party that's doing the fraud is going to count on the fact that the evidence may not be available later. It's easier to get ahead of time. Even if it's later on in the case, we can always go back and document things. It just takes a little more time and effort to do it. If you have questions about researching divorce fraud in any of those areas, concealing assets, reducing income, distorted representations, damaging relations with other parties, you can give us a call. Our website is afxsearch.com, and we'd be glad to help.